Oh, yes! Jeez! What? You're not filming.
Me?
Yeah.
Why would I be filming?
Because it's cool. You're making a BMW grill?
Almost, right?
Okay, so you're making a frame, and then the plan is to fiberglass that enclosure, so we have like a really cool transition through the front bumper, through the radiator, and out the hood. So it's an exhaust for the radiators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, time for an update. The metal, after it heats up, it breaks. It gets very, very fragile.
Fragile.
And everything you see here is us trying to put it back together. It kept breaking on us. That's why it looks the way it looks. Long story short, we have this ring where it needs to be, but because the metal is just not working with us, we are gonna have to possibly start over tomorrow with a different type of metal.
Yeah, we are gonna start over.
We are, yeah. All right, guys, what's going on? We are back with the MR2. Right now, we are at DNA Garage, and don't worry about my hair. I'm getting ready for Halloween. That's what's going on. No. We're gonna be trying to start the car today. We just gotta literally hook up power and ground, and we should be ready to start.
Power, ground, and fluids.
Right. No fluids. Mickey forgot the fluids.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You didn't bring them.
They're over there.
No, they're not. Don't point over there. All right, that's it. See you guys tomorrow when we come back and finish the wiring. Bye. And we are back. Me and Louis. Louis, say hi. The wiring's pretty much done. The positive is connected. The ground has already been connected. And all the fuel has been tying up. That's the master flow sensor. This motor is dry, so is the transmission. So we have to add motor oil on the engine and gear oil on the transmission. And then I think after that, we should be able to start it. That's it. And then after that, then we'll start working on the cooling lines. Because what I don't want to do, Louis, is put all the cooling lines, and then we have to go back into the harness, and then everything is in the way.
Hey everyone, I've got a question. Should I K20 swap my FD? Let me know. Actually K24. Sorry about that. If they say do it, I'm gonna do it.
No.
You're gonna help me too.
I'm not touching that damn FD.
Yeah, you will.
24 swap, really?
This is the blasphemous.
Turbo!
I don't care if it's nitrous, bro.
One eternity later.
All right, so right now we're back and we hooked up all the wires that needed to be hooked up. We are going to try to actually crank it. We still have no fuel pressure, but we'll get on that in a second.
Give it throttle. Yeah! Well, at least we did one thing right. Full send, Ricky. There you go. All right, I'm gonna put the camera right here. I want to get the flames.
They better not be flames.
Woo! Go ahead. Open the door. Let go of the throttle. Open it. Something happened. No. Go ahead. bouncing around in the knock. Yeah.
I heard that
Inside the engine.
shit. It sounded like what?
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Get in there, puncher, and crank it. Keep it idle. Something bouncing in front.
You hear that?
Turn it off, turn it off.
Yeah, that's not normal. That's not good. So, we got the car running, we got fuel pressure, but there's some knocking on the motor.
It's not a knock. It sounds like there's something bouncing around in either the intake or the head. All right, you guys. I'm gonna hand it over to Ricky.
Yeah, I'll get back on it later. Well, guys, it is the next day, and I look kind of weird, huh? It is Halloween. So I'm on my way right now to my barber. He's gonna hook me up because I'm gonna get my my kid and play haircut, and at the same time, I got the truck and trailer, and we are gonna pick up the MR2. All right, guys, made it to the barber's parking side street. I can't put the trailer in there. I'm gonna go in and get a haircut. When I come out, we'll go straight to Louis. You can't even see me. Am I that dark? There we go. All right, guys, so I am on the way to DNA Garage right now to pick up the MR2. As you can see, I have the truck and trailer with me. And once we get there, I'm gonna explain to you what happened to the motor. I know in the previous scene or the last video, whenever you guys saw it, you guys heard that that noise, and I said the motor might be bad, but it actually wasn't. And when I get to the car, I'll explain you what really happened. All right, guys, so I'll be there shortly. All right, guys, just made it to DNA Garage. I'm about to go inside, and yes, I'm wearing my super running solo suit. Whoop whoop! I'm running solo today. Mickey left me. He didn't come with me today. I'm upset with you, Mickey. And I'm boys, what's cracking? Oh yes! Jeez! What? Yo, these things are so mean. What happened to the motor last time we were
How's
here?
it going? Well, apparently the whole VVTi system was empty. So what we thought was like a valve stuck or something knocking. And
It sounded horrible.
Yeah.
Like we started it last time, and we stopped it right away. We're like, yo, this thing does not sound good. And we're like, you know what? It might be the oil. We should put the oil in it. It might just be. It has, you know, has to make itself work itself up to the top of the engine. So we left it idle for a while.
Yeah.
And then the noise just got worse.
Yeah, it got worse,
then it sounded like there was something bouncing around on top of the heads.
Yeah.
So we decided to cut the engine short. I remember that.
Yep.
And it sounded really bad. So what the boys at DNA did, you guys.
We basically took valve covers off, intake manifold off, headers off, inspected every single runner, make sure there was nothing loose, nothing broken, nothing stuck. Put it all together, and that's when we realized the VVTi was empty. So we primed it, ran it, and then within like maybe 30 seconds after priming everything, fired up,
Noise went away.
pressure went up, noise went away.
Yeah, so wherever we got the motor from, we called them back. We're like, hey, this is what's going on. They're like, pretty much told us the same thing. I'm like, if the VVTi system is empty, it's going to sound like there's a wrench stuck in the freaking valve. Like, it's going to sound horrible. By the time we got that answer and we called Louis had already figured out the problem. So thank you, Louis, for you guys' hard work. By the way, you guys don't know, DNA Garage, they don't just work on rotaries. They work on piston engines. They do wirings for any type of car. I've seen you work on Supras. I've seen you work on Skylines. He's working on the Austin Mini over here. So they specialize in rotaries, but at the same time, they can work on any vehicle. So if you guys are in the area in Santa Ana, you guys have any car, anything to do for you guys' ride, bring it here to DNA Garage. Our boy Lou is gonna take care of you. Boom. Yo, this thing sounds good, bro.
Surprising the way it sounds, it's amazing.
It sounds insane. Between the headers, the engine, and that Grady exhaustment, the combination is freaking sick, bro.
Yep.
I love it. And now I'm stealing the car from you, bro. I gotta take it. Let's push it out. Oh yeah, so we have to push it out because our clutch slave is bad. So we can't They bled the system and it's not moving at all. It's bad. So
Can I show them something?
what? Oh, they seen the baby. You guys remember Rotary Chris? That's his top secret weapon. Oh, load it up. That's it, guys, road trip.
The next day.
All right, guys, it is the next day. Halloween's over, and it's time to get back to work. On the way to throttle.
The moment of truth. These guys tell me this car starts.
Stay watch out. Crowd killer, crowd. Oh no! God for the crowd.
Come on, baby, better than a Supra.
Oh, I gotta turn it on. Yes. I gotta turn it on. Thought this was better than a Supra.
Come on.
Alright. Is that an Evora?
No, it's a Camry, dog.
It's a Sienna, dude. I wish my mom's Sienna.
bro. It's an Avalon, dog.
Damn.
Straight pipe every Camry.
So right now, Miki is finishing out the last water hose for that goes from the motor to the water lines that goes to the radiator. We have also wired up the water temp sensor. We've also put the chief linkage in it, and we have replaced the clutch slave cylinder. Next thing up, we're gonna start putting fluids on the transmission because the transmission is dry.
We're actually going to put fluids in the transmission, not on the transmission.
I said in. I said in. Did I say on?
Rewind the tape. He said
Don't
in.
rewind it.
Start putting fluids on the transmission.
Are you go get to work, bro? We put fluids in the transmission. We're gonna be putting water fluids in the engine and bleeding the clutch. Yeah.
First drive in the MR2. There's a lot of loose ends, but we just bled the coolant, we just bled the clutch, and actually our coolant temp sensor is working, so that's good. We have brakes, we may scrape here. What's not working, our RPM gauge. Okay.
So far, so good.
We're driving. Shifting to second. Okay. It works. The transmission works. So that was one thing I was concerned about, is mating this transmission. Third gear. Now granted, I'm not giving it a lot of throttle at all. I'm Just trying to see if everything is working. Wow. One thing, we need to fix the seating position a little bit. I am either way too big or...
There's a ton of room behind your seat.
Yeah, we need to move the seat back.
We gotta move the seat back.
It actually tracks relatively straight.
Sounds
good.
amazing.
I know that for some reason our window switches don't work, so we gotta plug those in.
I cannot believe how good this thing sounds, even at low RPM.
Oh, I want to get on this thing. I don't even know what RPM we're at right now.
Yeah.
And we are very low on gas. So we're gonna pull to the cul-de-sac here. We'll do a little walk around, just make sure we don't see any weird leaks. But honestly, it's pretty good.
So far, so good.
So I don't see any leaks. It seems like it's idling a bit high. I don't know if it has something to do with the drive-by-wire. Coolant seems to be good. We got a little gauge on our cap. Don't smell anything super funny. It's definitely idling high.
Yeah, it is.
Radiator fans are on. I don't know if they're just hot wired on all the time, but that's good. Give it a little rev?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, stand back here.
Dude, it sounds so good.
Okay, so first impressions, car sounds sick. Gear change works well. Clutch feels pretty normal and not super heavy or anything like that. One other thing we do need to do is replace the tachometer with the Avalon tachometer. So we have that in the shop. Right now we're kind of flying blind. We don't know what RPM we're at. Car tracks straight, brakes feel good. I think we just need to do a little buttoning up, you know, on the back end. Cleaning, tidying, those types of things. And once we complete this little journey here, we'll probably pull the spark plugs, maybe change the oil out just because, you know, this was a used motor from a junkyard, and basically just nut and bolt everything, and then it's time for a rip. I think then it's time to really start hammering down. So far so good. This car is sick, by the way. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a really awesome video. Super excited. This car is finally running and driving, and man, does it look good as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end. And remember that one of you guys is taking home this car. So every $1 you spend on our website, whether it's on parts or merchandise, gives you an entry, and the sweepstakes is ending pretty soon. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.